All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this More Than Just a Game podcast. And on Friday, the Euro 2020 starts in 2021 because of the pandemic. And I'm really excited for it. It was probably my favorite sporting event, I think, out of all of them that I watch. And I watch a lot of sports. But the Euros and World Cup are definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know too much about soccer, but that I definitely pay attention to those tournaments, and I really like international soccer. It's very enjoyable to me.
Yeah, I am big Portugal guy. I'm Portuguese and British. My dad was born in England. My mom of Portuguese immigrants, or born Portuguese immigrants, and I've always cheered Portugal on as my first team. But we'll see what happens this year with the two teams possibly lining up. Anyways, Group A, this turn it'll start on Friday. I'm going to bring up the games here so I can say along. Um, so the tournament starts on Friday at um, at 3 p.m. with Italy facing off against Turkey, Friday, June 11th in Rome. So for this group, we have Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, and Wales. Wales made it to the semifinals of the last Euro 2016. Portugal beat them 2-0. Great game. The only game Portugal actually won in that tournament in the first 90 minutes, and they ended up winning the entire thing, winning only one game after 90 minutes. Italy, they've been bad for the past since probably 2012. They've had a really rough stretch. They have a bunch of young players this time around. They could go far, and I'm going to pick them to take to win the group. Italy get the easy draw. Not surprised at all. I don't like Italy, just so you know.
Me
Um,
too.
the Italian soccer fans that I know, I go to Catholic schools. There's lots of Italians, and they are annoying. Second game in this tournament or this Sunday stretch, you got 9 a.m. Wales, Switzerland. I'm going to take Wales to finish second in the group. Um, this was a tough one with Switzerland, but I think Wales will take second. Actually, this is a good group actually. I'm putting Turkey fourth for now, but I'm gonna change it up. This is a good group. This is Italy, who's definitely a 1A team or like a 1B contender, but then you have a lots of 2As. I'm gonna say 2A as in secondary teams that are all good. That could surprise people and they could run to the quarterfinals. Um, Switzerland, they made it to the Nations League, I think quarterfinals, was it, or semifinals? Portugal beat them en route to winning that tournament back in 2019. So I don't know what to expect from them, but this is a really tough group to predict. But I'm going to put Wales in fourth. I know I just picked them in second, but I'm going to go with this.
You're going Wales in what's your
Fourth. I'm going to put them in fourth, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be like Wales at like 4 points, Switzerland at 4 points, Turkey at like something at like, you know what I mean? It's going to be tight.
yeah
There's no
it
clear cut sucker in this group like
yeah
there is in some of the other groups.
yeah I agree. I'm gonna go number one. I'm gonna go Italy winning the group. I'm gonna go, as much as I hate to say that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wales in second, Switzerland in third, and Turkey in fourth. But I think Italy will be 1 point ahead or so, and then I think the rest of this group could be decided by goal differential,
Yeah,
especially
I think
Wales,
definitely third and
Switzerland.
fourth will be goal differential.
Yeah,
Anyways, moving on. Group B is Belgium, Denmark, Finland, and Russia. They get their fixtures started off with Belgium and Russia on 3 p.m. on, or sorry, Denmark. Finland gets started off at 12 p.m. on Saturday with Belgium and Russia following. This is going to be this is the one of the easier groups. Russia had the surprise of the tournament. Really, they were ranked like 45th in the world when they hosted the World Cup. They made it all the way to the quarterfinals. That was they took I think Croatia to extra time. I think it was.
yeah, they did. Yeah,
That was a really good game. They beat Spain over Canada. I was going up to a friend's cottage and we had to like stop into a parking lot because we're losing reception of the game. We want to hear the Spanish lose. I'm going to take Belgium. This is their end. I really think Belgium, if they don't win anything this year, they're done. This is their golden generation. Made it to a semifinals of the World Cup. Really should have won Euro 2016. They lost to Wales somehow in the quarterfinals. I'm going to take Belgium. They're the favorites. They start their tournament off against Russia. Um, then I'm gonna take Russia in second, followed by the Danes and the Finns. Here's the thing with the Finns: they're like Iceland from 2016. Making this could be I could be wrong. This could be their first ever Euro appearance. I could be completely wrong. But I don't think they have enough. They have really nice jerseys. Timu Puki was great in the Premier League last season. But we'll see what happens. I think it'll be Belgium, Russia, Denmark, Finland.
Yeah, that's my exact order as well. Belgium, I think this is their year to win it. I agree with you, especially after the disappointing loss. I think it was in the semis in the World Cup in 2018.
Yeah, they
They got,
lost to France.
yeah, that was very disappointing for them. France outplayed them a bit, but I think they should have been in the finals then. But that's a different story.
Yeah. So you have what's your group?
I have for Group B, I have Belgium first, Russia second, Denmark third, and Finland
So a
last.
little thing I found here. The most popular predictions. I'm gonna go back to Group A for a second. I'll do this after I've read the group. The most popular predictions for Group A were Italy, Turkey, Switzerland, Wales. So I
Hmm.
guess same thing as I did. And then for Group B, the popular was Belgium, Denmark, Russia, Finland. I have Russia over Denmark. Denmark made it to, I want to say, the round of 16. I think they lost against Croatia in the round of 16. Is there a round of 32 in the World Cup?
Yeah. Oh, in the World Cup?
No, I think it's round of 16.
I think yeah. Wait, there's how many teams in the World Cup though? There's 64, is there not?
No,
Or
it's 32.
32.
They're
32.
gonna make it.
They're gonna
They're
expand it.
going to
That's
make
right.
it, which that is, yeah, okay, there's a round of 16. They're going to expand it. I'm all for expansion. This tournament, the Euros only had, I think, 16 teams up until 2016. This is the second edition with 24, and it's so much better.
Yeah,
Like before in
it's
2016, sorry, in 2016, you went right to the quarterfinals.
yeah.
But Portugal in that tournament, I remember I was how old was I? It was 2012. I was in grade 2. So I was like 8. I was 8. Portugal lost on penalty to Spain. I was really angry. It's probably the first time I've raged after a sports game, and the first time I've like swore, and I was 8 years old. Uh, my parents weren't happy. Anyways, moving on to Group C. Austria, North Macedonia, Ukraine, Netherlands. I'm gonna have a bold prediction for this group. I'm gonna take Ukraine in first, followed by the Dutch, followed by the Austrians, followed by the Northern Macedonians. Ukraine were good. Portugal had them in their qualifying group, and they were great. I have nothing else to really say. Ukraine, they have a good team. They have a decent team. Their jerseys are horrific. I'm not sure if you've seen them, but they're awful. The Netherlands have huge issues. Virgil van Dijk won't be at the tournament. I think they have a chance to win the tournament, but I don't know. I'm just going to go with a bold prediction here because I don't want to just go with the popular pick every single time. I haven't even seen the popular picks, but I know it's going to be the Netherlands, followed by Ukraine, Austria, Macedonia. So I'm going to switch it up.
I'm gonna go. I this group, I think 3 teams could win it. Obviously, North Macedonia is not gonna win this group. I would be extremely surprised if they did. I'm gonna go Austria in first. I'm gonna go followed by Ukraine, followed by the Netherlands, and then followed by North Macedonia.
Yeah, Austria is a good unit. They tied here. Funny story about Portugal's Euro 2016 team. They tied all 3 games. They had 3 points. They tied Austria. Ronaldo missed a penalty. Actually helped them. They tie all 3 games. Go on to the other side of the bracket, which is the favorable draw. Play Poland. I think I get these two mixed. They played Poland, won on penalties, beat Croatia in extra time, beat Wales. Their run to the final was Poland, Poland, Croatia, Wales.
Yeah.
So it benefited them. But the popular predictions for this group are Netherlands, Austria, Ukraine, Macedonia. So we have different
I don't
predictions.
know why. I don't know why people are picking the Netherlands to win. That's actually very interesting.
They have a good team, but they have injuries to key
Yeah.
players. Moving on to the group my family and my dad will be paying close attention to: Scotland, England, Croatia, Czech Republic.
Hmm.
This is a good group. England have a really good team, but they're England. They're the Toronto Maple Leafs of the international game. They're chokers. They find a way to lose. Their fans are cocky, thinking they win every single year. It's coming home, blah 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 blah, and they lose. But I'm going to go England to top the group. They can't not win this group. Followed by the Croatians, then the Czechs, and then poor old Scotland in last.
Yeah, for me, I do not like England at all. They're very annoying fan base. I cheer
Aren't
for
you Irish too?
yeah, Ireland
Yeah.
and Northern Ireland. I would much rather they would be in it, but
And they're not even in it because they
I
lost.
know.
They lost to Slovakia.
They lose to Slovakia every single qualifier. I watch those games and I just get disappointed every year. Slovakia, Denmark, Slovenia. It's ridiculous. It's every single World Cup qualifiers, Euro qualifiers. Anyway,
Well, I'm also
go
Irish.
ahead.
My dad's like from England, but he's Irish and a bit of Scottish, so I'm all over the place there. But I would have liked to see Ireland in, but
Me
Scotland, I guess,
too.
is not bad for a B team. Anyways, who do you got in the group?
I'm gonna go England winning this group. I'm gonna go Croatia. I'm gonna go Czech Republic, and then I'm gonna go Scotland. So I think the same order as you. I would like to see Scotland up there, but
Yeah, I do too, but I don't see it. Group
yeah,
D, the most popular prediction is England, Croatia, Czech, Scotland. So I'm not looking at these popular picks until I pick mine. Moving on to Group E, Poland, España, Sweden, and Slovakia. Spain are not that good. I think they're a bit overrated. They don't have Sergio Ramos. Their back four is not the greatest. I don't know. Their golden age is gone. But I'm gonna pick them to win. This is not a very big group. Followed by the Swedes. Lewandowski is really good, so I'm gonna put him in second. I think they'll have a bounce back tournament. They were awful in the 2018 World Cup. Really bad.
I remember that. Yeah, very
I think
disappointing.
terrible tournament, but I'm gonna have them to bounce back.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go personally. I'm gonna go Poland winning it, just because I like.
Lewandowski's just a beast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Spain in second, Sweden third, and I'm gonna go Slovakia in last.
And I had the popular prediction again. I'm just going, you know what? Screw it. Poland's gonna win the group. Right? And then Spain's going to finish third behind Sweden. I'm going Spain as the team that's really going to falter at this tournament. Next up, the group of death. I was
so good.
so pissed off. I was watching the draw and back in December of 2019 because this tournament was supposed to happen last summer. And then Portugal, this is why this group's tough. France won their qualifying group. So they're into pot A. I know this is not completely correct, but this is how I saw it. They're pot A because they win their qualifying group. Germany finishes second in their group. They go through. Actually, let me take a look because the way they did this was just ridiculous.
I'm going to be so entertained by this group. It's going to be amazing.
Here, let me bring up.
I think all three teams will advance in this group, obviously.
Yeah, I think they will too. Euro 2020 qualifying. I want to bring this up because it's unfair to teams like Portugal and Germany to be put in a group of death when they're actually favorites to Portugal's like one of the favorites. But the problem is Portugal have never been strong in qualifying. I've really watched them closely ever since 2014 when because I didn't really watch a lot. I don't remember 2010. I remember the World Cup a bit.
I remember the finals. I was rooting for the Netherlands.
Portugal beat North Korea 7-0.
Yes.
North Korea were in the World Cup.
North Korea.
But Portugal only scored in that one game. And then they made it. They lost to Brazil. They tied. Was it maybe Ghana? Maybe Ghana was some
it was
African
probably
country.
Ghana. Yeah,
I think
Ghana always gives a good competition.
Here, schedule. Let me find this. I need to find this. Groups. Group A. The first two teams went. Okay, Portugal qualified for the final tournament by finishing in second place. Germany also won their group. Same with France. So they got the extremely unlucky draw with two top teams being put in this group. And then Portugal was kind of that second place team. When in other groups, the second place team was like the Czech Republic, Netherlands, Denmark, Wales, Sweden, Austria, Turkey, Russia, Finland, right? So they got the really unlucky thing. I'm going to go France to win it. I don't see how I'm not going to pick France to win it. They're the favorites for the tournament. They killed everybody in the 2018 World Cup. Really disappointing final. I think the referees had a big part to play in it, giving penalties where they shouldn't have, blah, 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 blah. But who cares? I was going for Croatia. But second place, I'm going Portugal. This is the most, this is weird about Portugal. This is their most talented team ever, based on sheer players. The 2016 team was one of their worst.
Yeah, I remember people were saying that. Like
it wasn't a good team. Sure, they played like a team, but they weren't on paper a good team. I'm gonna take Germany in third, and then Hungary. Poor Hungary.
Oh, I feel so
Um,
bad.
Hungary is a bit underrated. They tied Portugal back in 2016 3-3, a thriller. Horrible watching these games though. But it's the group of death, and these are the games. So Portugal, they kick off their tournament. I'm going to look from this from a Portugal eye. Portugal, the Portuguese kick off their tournament next Tuesday, June 15th at 12 p.m. against Hungary. If you lose this game, you're done.
Oh yeah,
So it's kind of a must-win first game. Compared to the 2018 World Cup, Portugal and Spain, that was one of the best games of the tournament.
that was so good.
Ronaldo
That's
scored
crazy.
an early penalty. They take a 2-1 lead with I think it was two Diego Costa goals, and Ronaldo gets a really bad goal on De Gea. Then was it Carvajal or Nacho Fernandez? Someone has a
I think it was
ridiculous goal.
Carvalho. Yeah,
Someone had a monster goal, and then Ronaldo goal scores in the last minute.
that
The
was
Port
fantastic. I was screaming in my basement, and I
I
was
was I was watching
watching
that
the
at
game.
home, and then I had all my Italian friends FaceTime me from school saying, "Ha, Portugal sucks." Blah 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 blah. Little do they know Portugal ended up tying it. And that was such an annoying 2018 tournament. It shows how much sports can change. 10 minutes to go in the last game. Portugal's leading Iran 1-0. Morocco leads Spain 2-1. Right now,
Yes.
Portugal's going in first. They're going to play the host nation, Russia. I'm like, maybe we'll let Iran score so Spain goes out. Spain scored 2 goals to win, Spain tied the game or win. They do something to get back in first. Portugal lets in a last second penalty when the Portugal player's going up like this to a header. You don't do this to go get a header. I don't know. It was annoying.
I
Um, I was
remember. Yeah,
I was pissed off. I was not happy. Then Portugal lose to Uruguay. And
yeah. That
Russia and
was
Spain lose too. I was also really mad after that game. Um, but
for this
yeah,
group.
go ahead.
For this group, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Portugal in first. I'm gonna
That's
go
bold.
second. I'm gonna go Portugal on goal differential though. I think they're gonna have the same amount of points. I think Portugal may
I
have one more.
I could see them beating Germany and Hungary, and then drawing France. I think that's
Yeah,
the only realistic way they're going to win this group. They're not winning all 3 games. If they win all 3 games, they're going to win the damn tournament. But
yeah.
it depends. Portugal have a good team on paper. Defends if their coach Fernando Santos, who by the way, he's keeping his job till he dies. He won them their first ever tournament. He's not getting fired. Portugal plays a very defensive, conservative game. It's how they won the last tournament. I'm just hoping Fernando Santos plays an open game because they have a really good attacking team. But we'll see what he does. This could be Ronaldo's last chance at a second trophy. It's nice to say
Mhm.
it's not his last chance at a trophy, knowing that he's already won. But
Yeah.
now on to the View Group F predictions. The most popular one is what I have: France, Portugal, Germany, Hungary.
I'm just gonna go. I think Hungary's gonna take their lumps in every game against in this group, and then
So
beat up on Hungary, and that'll cause the goal differential. I think Portugal might beat up on Hungary just
I
a
hope so.
bit more.
Anyways, here I'm gonna say my third place teams. You'll say yours. I have Switzerland, Denmark, Austria, Czech Republic, Spain, and Germany from Group A, B, C, D, and F, respectively.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Switzerland, Denmark, Germany, and I'm gonna go. I want to go Sweden, so I'm gonna go Sweden.
Yeah, the teams I'm gonna pick to move on. I'm also gonna look at the groups. I don't want to just openly pick. I need to. It kind of needs to make sense. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at. I'm gonna do this by group. You can do it after if you want. Italy,
Okay.
Turkey, Switzerland. I feel Italy win that group with 2 wins and a draw, and that draw come against Turkey. And then I feel Switzerland's gonna beat up on Wales, and have like 3 points, and then possibly get a draw in there. So I think Switzerland will advance at 3 points. Um, Group B, I don't think Denmark will move on. Actually, 3 points again could be possible there, but Austria, I think, will go through. Czech Republic won't. I think Croatia and England are a bit too strong there. Spain will, and then same with Germany. So Denmark and Czech Republic will not make it past the third place teams.
Yeah, I think I said Netherlands and Czech Republic are not gonna make it past for me.
Okay. Next, now to predict the knockout stage. Same format we did before. Belgium, Spain. This game is at the Estadio La Cartuja, Sevilla. I am definitely butchering it. This is the first in Group B game against the thirds in Group A, D, E, or F. I don't know how this works. It's at 15 o'clock. Let me go to this app because I don't understand whatever the hell that means.
3 o'clock Eastern.
3 o'clock Eastern.
Actually, maybe that's Europe time.
It is Europe. It was 15.
Okay.
I don't know
Then
how.
maybe
Well,
10
here
a.m. or something. I don't know.
it
I
is.
have no idea.
It is 3 p.m.
Eastern.
It's 3 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, June 27th.
Okay.
Oh no, what the hell did I just do?
Nice to know the website's using cookies and it knows where I am.
So this I'm trying to. Here, let me do this. I don't want that. This thing can be annoying. My bad. Okay. I'm gonna go Belgium. Taking this one. Moving on to the quarterfinals. What's your game there?
I have Belgium and Sweden, and I'm also gonna go Belgium. I think it's gonna be like 3-0.
This game is Saturday, the 26th of June at 3 p.m. again, but this is at Wembley Stadium in London. I'm going to take the Dutch to
Who do you
move
have in that
on.
one?
Italy and Netherlands.
Okay.
I don't like Italy. So this is biased, but I just do not like Italy. And okay, maybe I'm young and maybe I shouldn't be holding prejudices, prejudice. I don't know the word. You know what I'm trying to say. Prejudices against other teams just because they're there. Like the Leafs. I want nothing more than the Leafs to lose every single time when they play. Same with Italy. It's not healthy, but I don't want Italy to go through. So I'm going to take the Netherlands in this one to have a good old European, kind of Northern European battle between the Dutch and the Belgium. Belgians. I don't know. I don't know how to say this thing. But that's at 3 p.m. Then what do you got for that game?
I have Italy and I have Ukraine in that one. I'm gonna go, as much as I hate to say it, I'm gonna go Italy, but I mean I would love Ukraine to move on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. You know, what? I'm gonna make a score prediction too. I'm gonna take Belgium 2-1 on penalties over the Spanish.
Ooh,
The Netherlands will win 3-1 against Italy in
I
regular
think
time.
I think Italy will beat Ukraine 2-1 in extra time. That's what I say. Goal in the first half of extra time.
Let's see, France and Switzerland for the next one. The two luxurious countries, I'm gonna call them. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you know what I mean. The vibe I get from France and Switzerland, very posh. I'm gonna take the French. They're not gonna wave the white. They're not gonna wave the white flag on this one. But this game, if I can do this properly, this game is on Monday, the 28th of June at 3 p.m. between first in Group F, third in Group A, B, and C at the Arena National. I'm not saying that, it's in Bucharest. The National Arena in Bucharest.
I'm gonna go for this one. I have Portugal and Switzerland, and I'm gonna go Portugal 2-0.
Yeah, that sounds about right. By the way, the Italy Netherlands game is first in Group A, second in Group C, so a simpler game. Anyways, Croatia and Sweden is my next battle. This is on Monday, the 20th of June, between the second in Group D and the second in Group E. See, this is what I don't understand about this tournament. How the hell I have England and Portugal down here, right? Between the winner in Group D and the second place in Group F. Meanwhile, Croatia and Sweden are two second place teams.
It all starts at the draw.
It's all luck. This tournament is
Yeah.
the draw is huge for how this goes. And put one of the favorites. I think the four favorites in my mind in this order to win the tournament: France, Belgium, or France, Portugal, Belgium, England. Those are the four teams I see having the best chance.
Yeah.
Two of those teams are gone right off the bat. I think this is what will happen, but we'll see. Croatia, Sweden. Like I said, this is on Monday at 12 p.m. I'm going to go with the Croats, moving on for a rematch of the 2018 final in the quarterfinal.
Yeah. I have Croatia and Spain in this game. I'm going to go Croatia 2-1 penalties. I just think Croatia has a flair for the dramatic, and I think they're going to win it.
Yeah, I do too.
For them, but
I think they'll lose to France, but good run. Poland, Austria, another game where it's like, see, this is also ridiculous. First in Group E goes against third in Group A, B, C, D. Like I don't like how this works. I know it's fair. I know it's fair and square, but I really don't like seeing England and Portugal in the round of 16 and Poland and Austria. Like I don't. But it makes it a bit of an easier run right to the semis if you win the game. Anyways, I'm going to take Poland in this one. I think they'll have a really big rebound tournament. This is at 3 p.m. on Tuesday, the 29th of June, between first in E and third in A, B, C, or D. I don't know how it works, but see.
Yeah. In this one, if you think your matchup's bad, I have Poland and Denmark in this one. And I have, so I'm gonna take Poland in this one. I'm gonna say 1-0. 1-0 Poland.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0. I'm gonna go over Austria. Next up, Portugal and Portugal wins on penalties because England suck. This game is 29th of June at 12 p.m. Tuesday. So we'll see. I think Portugal will win like 2-1 or 3-1 at regular time. England are chokers.
For this one, For this one, I have England and France. The two teams I hate.
Oh man.
I'm still salty about the handball in the qualifiers against Ireland.
Thierry Henry.
Oh my gosh. If they called that, we would have been going to the World Cup. Seriously. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go France. Like it's gonna be close. I had 2-1 France, I'm gonna say, but in extra time.
Close it 2-1 extra time. So that was the France one you said, sorry?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Next up, Ukraine, Germany. They're gonna march into. Well, they make more sense if they're playing Poland, but trying to make a war reference can't really do it. But Ukraine, USSR, they'll manage to get through. The winter in the USSR, which is Ukraine. But anyways, this game is 12 p.m. Sunday, June 27th. At 12 p.m. First in Group C against 3 DEF. So you got. Hey, I want to finish third.
Yeah.
Why the hell would I want to finish? This is a stupid thing. It happened last time. Portugal finishes with 3 points in 2016. 3. They tied all 3 games against Hungary, Austria. Austria.
Another one. This one is another one that's beyond me because I have Austria winning their Group C.
Who am I?
First in Group C, and then you have Germany, who would be third in Group F. I'm assuming, but it could also be D or E. But Germany, the person or the team that finished the third in the group is the favorite to beat the first, a group winner.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Okay, I'm trying to find some of your books. I forget who else was in Portugal's group in 2016 that they tied every single goddamn game. It was Iceland. Portugal tied Iceland in the first game. Hey, listen to this ridiculousness.
I remember that game. My God.
Portugal tied Iceland. Then second game, they tie Austria. Ronaldo misses a penalty. Actually, wait. Portugal 1-1 Iceland first game. Hungary 2-0 over Austria. Second game was Iceland-Hungary. Portugal tied Austria 0-0. Third games. This is how this went. This was unbelievable. I remember watching this at my grandma's house. Same time these games are being played. Hungary, Portugal 3-3. Guerra scores for the Hungary at 19 minutes. Nani ties it up. Then the IMTJAG scores in the 47th minute, 2 in Hungary. Ronaldo scores again in the 50th minute. The IMTJAG, I'm not saying his name, a wonder goal. No, both are Portugal defenders. 55th minute, 3-2. Ronaldo scores 5 minutes later, 7 minutes later, 3-3. Then, if all stands, going into the 93rd minute with Iceland and Austria, it's 1-1. But Varsson scores for Iceland and then Schaff tied in the 60th minute for Austria. If that result stood, Austria would have had 4 points. Iceland would have been at 3 with tied goal difference on Portugal. Portugal would have been into second place. Portugal would have then gone on the other side of the bracket and played England. Okay, they may beat England, but then they run into Italy, Germany, Spain. That entire right side was stacked. So Portugal having Ronaldo miss a penalty against Austria, and then having Iceland score a goal in the last second of the game, basically won Portugal the tournament. Yeah, they beat France, but it's the little things in this game that completely change it. All right. I thought it was Portugal-England. We're having a round of 16 game. Fucking great. On my language. Awesome. Family is going to have a divorce. Not really, but you get the point. I'll be heading to my Vavaz's house. My brother will be going to my grandparents' house. but no. So it's so infuriating to see that. I want Portugal to finish third.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a better result.
They'd play.
Easier path.
They play. Sure, Ukraine's not bad.
Yeah.
But Group C's not strong.
Yeah. I mean, you
So
wouldn't have to run into England or France until the semifinals. So, yeah, they wouldn't have to run to England or France until the round of 4. So semis.
yeah, this is at Budapest. Before we end this episode, I'm going to go over the crowd sizes and what stadiums will have big crowds because I know people want to know that. That is important for me, at least watching. I did not watch a lot of Premier League this year. Because there's no fans. It's boring. I can watch some sports without fans, but at a point where it's over such a long period of time, it becomes boring. And Budapest has full fans. Moving on to the last game of this, it's Turkey and Russia between the second of Group A for me and second of Group B. Who do you got there?
I have Wales and Russia, and I'm going to take Wales.
I'm going to take the Turkish to move on to face Germany. Okay, so moving on to the quarterfinals. Belgium, Northern European tussle there. This game is on Friday, June 2nd. This is at 3 p.m. between winner of. Okay, I don't need to go through that. You know, Belgium, Netherlands. I'm taking Belgium. 3-1.
I have Belgium and Italy. I'm going Belgium 4-1.
Yeah, they're just smashing of the Italians.
Yeah.
Like it. France, Croatia is the next one I got for me. This is between the winner of round of 16 match 6, winner of round of 16 match 4. The other one's 4-2. Just for these, I probably should put that in because everyone's predictions are not the same. This is St. Petersburg Stadium. The other one's in Munich. I'm going to take France in this one. Who do you got for you?
I have Portugal and Croatia, and I'm going to take Portugal on another close one. I think this one's going to be extra time. 2-1.
Yeah, so you got a rematch of the. Let me take a look here. So you got a rematch of the round of 16 game between Portugal and Croatia. From Portugal won on a goal with a few minutes to go in extra time. I got my next one here, Portugal and Poland, which was the June 30th quarterfinal in Marseille. Portugal won on penalties. I remember watching that at school and then going home and then not being able to watch penalties upstairs in my game room with my family, including my aunt and uncle and my grandma, were all downstairs watching it. I could not watch the game. One of the funniest things about I like Six there. I'm sad that he left Tim and Sid, not Tim and friends. His reactions while watching the Portugal tournament were just amazing. He's a grown-ass man sitting there sweating, watching Portugal play, and that was amazing.
Priceless reactions. It was amazing. He's just like running around, screaming, yelling. It's amazing.
Nani, amazing. Anyways, Poland, Portugal's my game. I'm going to take Portugal.
I got Poland and France, and I'm going to take France.
This is the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. This is on 3 p.m. on Saturday, the 3rd of July. Round of 16 match 8 winner versus 7 winner. And I'm going to take Portugal 2-0. Quarterfinal game is Turkey and Germany. I'm going to take the Germans there for me. This is between the round of 16 match 3 winner and the round of 16 match 1 winner. This is on the 3rd of July at 12 p.m. in Baku.
Yeah, I have Germany and Wales in that game. I think that one's going to be close. I think the Germans might squeak it out, but I wouldn't rule Wales out. I just don't know why. I have a feeling about them.
So moving on to the Wembley. Now everything's at Wembley. So this is basically like a home tournament for the English. It was supposed to be, this is a special one-time event. It's supposed to be like the 64th anniversary maybe of the Euros. I could be wrong. I know it's some sort of anniversary. They said, so these games are all around Europe, based on group. Belgium and France play in my game. This is the quarterfinal 2 winner against the quarterfinal 1 winner. 3 p.m. Tuesday, 6th of July at Wembley. I'm taking the French.
I got Belgium and Portugal in that one, and unfortunately, I'm going to take Belgium.
I
would like Portugal to win.
I'm going to take Belgium over the French. I'm going to take Belgium over the French. I know a few people will be happy with that, especially on Twitter. Next up for me is Portugal, Germany, quarterfinal 4, quarterfinal 3, Wednesday, 7th of July, 3 p.m., Wembley Stadium. Who'd you got for that game or for
I
your
got
game?
France and Germany.
I'm going to take the
Battle of
Portuguese
the neighbors.
to
I'm gonna-
battle.
I'm gonna take France in that one. I'm gonna go. That one's gonna go to penalties.
Yeah, I'm going to take Portugal and pens over the Germans. So who'd you got in the final?
Belgium and France.
Belgium and France. I got Belgium and Portugal, and I'm going to pick Portugal to win their back-to-back European championships. 2-0. Goal by Ronaldo, goal by Bruno Fernandes. This game is on. The final is at Wembley Stadium, 3 p.m., Sunday, 11th of July. And I'm going to take Portugal over Belgium. So to recap, did I just do something? No. To recap, for my is there a way I can go back here to find
Group winners.
yeah, is there a way for me to not
Yeah, I think just press the check mark. Just go to the top. I had Belgium and France in the finals. By the way, I'm gonna say Belgium 1-0 in extra time because the
Okay, here.
always seem to not get any.
Sorry.
Very
Sorry, in here. What's your prediction again for the final?
Belgium over France 1-0 in extra time.
Okay, so now I'm going to do a little breakdown of where these games for the group stage are. I'll play you some added information for the turn before we end this episode. We only got a few more minutes here. UEFA Euro 2020. Here we go. Can I get the group stage hosts? So Group A is going to be hosted in Rome and Baku, Azerbaijan. So Italy gets a home team. Group B is hosted by St. Petersburg in Russia and Copenhagen for Denmark. Group C is hosted by Amsterdam in the Netherlands and Bucharest in Romania. Group D is hosted in London and Glasgow, Scotland. Group E is hosted originally by Bilbao in Dublin. It was moved to Sevilla in St. Petersburg. Group F will be hosted in Munich, Germany and Budapest, Hungary. So for spectator limits, in Amsterdam, there is going to be approximately 16,000 fans. It could increase. In Baku, it is going to be about 50% capacity with 34,000 fans at the Olympic Stadium there. Bucharest, it's about 25% with 13,000. It could be, this is all subject to possible increase, by the way. Budapest, full capacity, 67,000 will play host to the Portugal, France, Germany group. Then Copenhagen will have about 15,100, 40%. Glasgow will have 25% at 12,000. London Stadium, this is the interesting one. They'll have 25%, about 22,000 for the group stage round of 16, with a possible increase for the semifinals and final based on if they go ahead with the June 21 end of lockdown date. That is tentative right now for the UK.
Oh yes, the Boris Johnson pub.
Yeah. Yeah. Then Munich will have about 14,000, 20%. Rome will have 25%, 17,000 for that group A. St. Petersburg will have 50%, so 34,000. And Sevilla at La Cartuja will have 30%, 18,000 fans. So that's that. Fans, it's decent. The final will have probably, I've watched the final, the FA Cup final of Wembley. The fans are good. 25,000 is a good amount, especially if they're loud. You've seen it time and time again.
Yeah.
25,000 fans in the Montreal Canadiens game is loud because 25,000 passionate fans. It's not like you're going to see 2,500 fans at a Brampton Beast game where no one gives two shits about them. Different.
Yeah.
So to repeat,
I'm looking forward to the fans. I really like the fans in soccer really make the game something else. Like they cheer so loud and it's very passionate. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to having the fans back in the stadiums. I caught the end of the Champions League final too in Portugal, and
that was a good game.
What the capacity was, but it was very loud in there.
It was about 15,000, I think it was, at 40,000. So it's still good.
It was pretty loud in there.
So here's what I got again, just a quick overview. Italy, Turkey, Switzerland, and Wales, Group A. Belgium, Russia, Denmark, Finland. Ukraine, Netherlands, Austria, Macedonia. England, Croatia, Czech, Scotland. Poland, Sweden, Spain, Slovakia, and E. France, Portugal, Germany, Hungary. The third place teams are Switzerland, Austria, Spain, and Germany. In the knockout stage, Belgium will beat Spain. Netherlands will beat Italy. France will beat Croatia. So France will beat Switzerland. Croatia will beat Sweden. Poland over Austria. Portugal over England. Germany over Ukraine. Turkey over Russia. Then the quarterfinals. Belgium over the Dutch. France over Croatia. Portugal over Poland, Germany over Turkey. Then Belgium will beat France to go to the Belgium will beat France to go to their first final. Portugal will beat Germany to go to their second consecutive final, and Portugal will win.
That's an interesting prediction. It's definitely realistic.
It's biased, but it's realistic.
Yeah. For me, I got Group A, Italy, Wales, Switzerland, Turkey. Group B, Belgium, Russia, Denmark, Finland. Group C, Austria, Ukraine, Netherlands, North Macedonia. Group D, England, Croatia, Czech, Scotland. Group E, Poland, Spain, Sweden, Slovakia. Group F, Portugal, France, Germany, Hungary. And then for my 4 best third place teams moving on, I have Switzerland, Denmark, Sweden, and Germany. And then in the round of 16, I have Belgium over Sweden, Italy over Ukraine, Portugal over Switzerland, Croatia over Spain, Poland over Denmark, France over England, Germany over Austria, and then Wales over Russia. And then for quarterfinals, I have Belgium beating Italy, Portugal beating Croatia, France beating Poland, Germany beating Wales. And then moving on to the semis, I have Belgium over Portugal, France over Germany, and then I have Belgium beating France in the finals.
So we have about 5 minutes before our next class starts, but I'm just going to take a look here at each game from each group that I'm really, really looking forward to. So I'm just going to look here at the schedule. Game I'm really looking forward to for the first few games is England-Croatia, which is Sunday at 9 a.m. England won't walk through this group. Croatia is a good team. France-Germany is going to be the first classic. It's going to be the first real classic of this tournament.
I think every game for Group F that doesn't involve Hungary is going to be good.
Yeah, pretty much. Then Portugal, Germany. There's one group of death, which is unfortunate, but this tournament's going to be fun. It is the last normal tournament that we celebrate in the beginning of summertime. I know this. I always associate this tournament with the summertime, the end of the school year, happy times, whatever. The next tournament is in Qatar in November. How incredible!
Is it really?
Yeah,
it's November.
Yes, November 18th to November 20th,
no.
December 20th in fucking Qatar. On my language
No.
again. So there's a bunch of stadiums that are never going to be touched again. Slaves were used to build the stadiums, and people have died. Another stupid thing about that tournament. It's a Muslim country. I'm not saying that's bad because they're a Muslim country, but the Muslim traditions ban drinking. There's lots of human rights restrictions, I'll go with, in those countries. So I don't know why UEFA and FIFA, or rather FIFA, decided to go ahead with it. There's lots of money there. Sepp Blatter, I think his name was, or is he the UEFA guy? I don't know. The top FIFA guy is extremely corrupt. There's going to be tons of human rights issues.
I thought they were considering pulling out of there.
They're clearly not.
Is it confirmed that they're going through with it?
Well, it's the tournament's scheduled to happen in about a year and a half.
Oh, in November.
So how nice would have this been? You have, for us, this is our end of our grade 11 year, having the Euros.
I know.
Then we get to celebrate leaving high school with the World Cup. I celebrated leaving elementary school with it.
With the World Cup.
I really reconcile, or not reconcile, sorry, it's a stupid word. I really associate that World Cup with the end of my time at elementary school and just celebrating is the freedom we had then. And then this time we have it in the middle of November when we're out of high school.
Yeah.
So it's even later on in the year. I don't know.
I just see the World Cup as like a sign of like summer and good time.
Summertime.
Like end of the year where you get to watch it on the smart board.
Exactly. I remember I had my Rogers password and I just put on the
That's
smart
exactly
board.
what I did.
So,
I convinced my teacher to put it on the smart board.
I don't know. This tournament's gonna be fun. I love how the games are 9 a.m. So I can get up, do my CPTs next week with games on the TV and do my CPTs and watch the games.
Exactly what I'm gonna do. That's why I like it being at home now. So we can watch.
But yeah, that's it for this episode. I really cannot wait for this tournament. It was Euro 2020 and 2021. Couldn't have it any other way. I will be doing, though, I plan on, depending how my schedule is with work and or school and everything else. But I do want to do a recap of all the group games at a time. So after match day 1, which I'm going to consider from Friday, June 11th till the last game on France and Germany, So probably sometime on Tuesday after the France and Germany game, I hope to have an episode recapping all the first games and then on and on and on.
Good to
So
me.
just
I'll be watching all the games too. So
yeah.
love.
Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoy this one and have a great rest of your day.